Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Voice of Kuwait, VOK. My name is Fatmah Alawadhi. I'm your host, and I have my co-host with me here, Noor. How are you?
I'm good. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well, safe and sound, having a good, bright day.
Noor, today's episode is going to hit home, as they say.
Yes.
And I think you are going to love it because we're going to talk about...
I'm ready for Jamaica. Come on, jumping on Kingston Town. Big ups, man. I don't know if this is why it comes offensive to some people, but to be honest, this is very complimenting to everybody who listens to any reggae music, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
We introduce you, me and Fatmah, to the reggae genre.
Right, so today's genre is reggae. I want to rename this episode and say the Marley, not Bob Marley, but the Marley episode. Because once you think of reggae, you think of Bob Marley, his kids, his kin, let's say. There aren't many famous reggae musicians. However, our producer Ali, nothing goes past him. So he knows that there are some other famous singers. But for people like us who just like the reggae music, I always just think of Marley.
It is 100% true, confirmed, that everybody, when you say the word reggae, has to come up Bob Marley on the top of the list. Yet that unfortunately is shadowing over everybody else who has a talent in Jamaica.
It's true.
You need to understand that the reggae originated from how vibrant and how soulful the sound of the reggae is. And that was due to a combination, or you can say that the reggae was a newborn between R&B and the ska, the SKA. Or ska. Basically, yeah. The ska is how they presented the wag up, wag up, wag up, wag up. This is how they started the walking bass line rhythm
Of the reggae.
The reggae. So then came in Bob Marley, and they decided, him and his friends, to do something called the reggae, and it came out as beautiful and captivating, borderline crossing. That means that the music, one way or another, is going to cross borders. No country is going to hold it down. And that is the purpose of reggae.
Right. Wow. This is very deep and emotional, actually. There are no boundaries. So let's just say we should not worry. We should be happy.
We definitely should be happy.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Yeah.
Bobby McFerrin.
That was one of the nice songs that has been created in 1988. And when he made that song, the main cause and purpose was from by the way, he's an American singer, is from New York, but he is captivated originally Jamaica. And why he made the song is the reason to get people to get together and to captivate the soul of what, just like you said, the Marley episode, of how to come together as friends and just talk out our conflicts and don't have to worry about anything and think of everything to be happy. This is the main purpose of the song. But I think Ali should actually
play it. Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you just hit us with Ali?
So, what did you think of the song?
First of all, the music is based on whistling. Why do you think they started on whistling?
I think maybe because it has something to do with being happy, chill, relaxed. Don't worry, be happy. You cannot whistle when you're angry. Believe me, I tried.
I would actually want to try that. Imagine it would be very, very different.
It would be, it's not even going to be the same. I don't know. It's funny to think about it. Whistling gives you the sense of relaxation, being chill, being free of, problems, or no one's free of problems. But I think what Bobby here is saying, don't worry, be happy. Even if you have problems, even if you're unhappy, try not to think of it. It's psychological tricks. Don't worry, be happy.
It's funny that actually he combined whistling with the fingertip thing when he does like that.
The finger snapping?
Yeah, the snapping.
And the ska.
And the ska.
The walking ska, right? Walking. Yeah.
Yeah, this is basically why he combined those together, because he's just trying to put you in an image of somebody who is walking, whistling, and finger snapping.
Right.
And that immediately gives me an image in my head of having a good time by myself. You don't have to be with anybody, because if you think about it, don't worry, be happy. It's like somebody's talking to you alone while you are walking, and he's trying to ask you to just whistle and don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. And if you think about it, people who actually overthink stuff, they get a lot of anxiety, they got a lot of problems, they got a lot of insecurities.
Yeah.
And that is the main reason why Bobby, funny enough that his name is Bobby, because Bobby is a very fluffy name if you think
It
about
is,
it.
right? Yeah.
Hi, my name is Bobby.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
And the
right?
video clip was also funny.
Yes.
With Robin Williams before he passed away. And it did not make sense to me. Why would he bring Robin Williams? Is it because Robin is associated with comedy? You know, the way he's crazy enough to do things that make people happy. So don't worry, be happy. Or was it because Robin Williams actually had problems, so he was instilled in, his image was instilled in the video? Maybe. I don't know.
We never knew that Robin Williams at that moment would actually later on shock us with what happened.
Yes.
But at that moment, the image that we had about Robin Williams, yes, it suited the song perfectly.
Yeah, it's true.
We didn't know.
So
Anyway.
there's another song coming up. There's Boris Gardner. I want to... Is that how you pronounce it? I want to make sure.
Probably
This is me
Boris
every
Gardner.
episode.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to the songs, I know the history, and then
Yes.
when it comes to
The names.
I have to research the name. Actually,
We don't really care about the names. Honestly, I care about the song. That's what's most important for me. Like Boris, mind you, the name. The album was released called Everything to Me and came up on 1986. And
1986.
1986. And the reason behind the song being as it is, as the producer said, it's a meteor between reggae, or a transition between reggae and the new electronic era of music. So in the middle, we got a mix of electronic instruments.
Oh, nice.
And we got the reggae origins and the heritage and the tradition vibes mixed together and came up with this song.
Right.
That he wants to be with you, or I want to be with you. That's the main song name.
Should we listen to it?
Let's give it a try,
Okay.
see how it sounds. Ali hit us with it.
So that was a beautiful song, I Want to Wake Up With You by Boris Gardner. Now we have the third song. Now we're getting into the reggae rhythm and reggae depth.
Yes.
We have a Redemption song by Bob Marley.
Right.
So Redemption song is about, he speaks of freedom. He speaks of, whoever lost their freedom. And he says it's like... It kind of reminds me of the Exodus song, where his people came to this land, and now he's like, you need to redeem yourself, you need to go for freedom, you need to fight, and he talks about life in general. It's a beautiful song.
It's amazing, amazing song to listen to, especially that it starts with a simple guitar just playing on it as a small riff. But the reason behind Redemption song is funny enough. It's not really funny, it's sad, but unfortunately, ironically enough, that he wrote the song and he said that to his wife, Rita Marley, back in 1981. When he recorded the song, it was in 1977, but he said that to his wife in 1981 when he got diagnosed by cancer in his toe. I have no idea how could that happen. A cancer in the toe is like, from all the places in my body, you pick my toe seriously. It's like the cancer is trying to, I don't know, I'm not trying to be funny or sarcastic, but come on, cancer in the toe. Anyway, I think the best way to describe the song is to listen to it.
Yeah.
Let the people judge how they interpret the song, and then me and you can dig in.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, how do you hit it?
Now, before we go to Hajar's segment, this the Bob Marley world that we know about, the Rastafarian movement, the Haile Selassie when, he visited Jamaica.
Yes, the political movements even.
Yeah, it is political,
Yes.
and maybe that's why we call him the king of reggae.
Right.
Not that other artists are not as good, but they did not have that political movement or political power and influence like Bob Marley.
True, and the reason if I'm pulling back from the political situation when it comes to Bob Marley and his position in Jamaica back then in the 60s and the 70s, think about the reason why he wrote that song is because of his position of getting into maybe cancer, maybe he is seeking and trying to send a message to everyone out there.
Right.
To his listeners, to his believers, and his believers and followers. I am one of them. You are one of them, because he is only saying, spread the love, redeem yourself, and there is still time. That's what he's trying to tell us, and that is why I consider myself one of his, that actually people admire what he says or follow what he says.
Right.
Redemption song is different. It's not as up to standards like Exodus or Three Little Birds or One Love or all this come together and increase your resilience, like his own messages always say. Redemption song is a whole different vibe.
Right.
It just says, this is my resignation. This is my last words to you, my people. And when he say my people, he means everybody who listens to him in the world.
Right.
So that's why he said that after knowing that he got cancer. And thanks to Ali, our producer, he said something about he could have actually fixed his problem with the cancer.
Okay.
But he didn't want to do that because it would mess up his vibe with how he stands and how he dances and how he does his move on stage and how he inspires thousands and thousands of people across the borders.
Right.
He's not talking about Jamaica.
No,
Bob
yeah,
Marley
you're right.
was owned by the people everywhere in the world.
That's true.
No boundaries, no limitations, no Jamaica.
And he died young, I think 36?
35 or 36.
36,
yes.
yeah. It's scary to think that Bob Marley was actually 30. I mean, I'm 37 now, so when I
Right.
think of Bob Marley dying at the age of 36, I go like, he has achieved a lot. And it's not like I'm comparing myself to Bob Marley, but when you go to that age and you start thinking of what people have done and the influence he had,
Right.
that we're still talking about him in 2024. And now
Alright.
we have another song by Bob Marley, by
What
the
do
way.
we got?
We're still not done. One Love. Okay, this is self-explanatory. One Love is about, gathering everyone, giving them the same love. Even if people, who do not like you, you have to give them love back. You have to, and it's powerful, and especially when, we're talking about a time period where people were not stable politically. The rules were changing, not just in Jamaica, let's say in the world, right? And you're talking about the 80s, the 70s, the 80s.
Yes.
And there were a lot of movements, there were a lot of ideologies. So with Bob Marley singing One Love or, the Redemption song or those songs, it kind of sends a message to the world, you
True.
know. Yeah.
It was at that time when he made One Love, that song was, Bob Marley was stuck in a very critical position because of his very big influence in Jamaica. If Bob Marley says right, people were right. If he says left, people were left.
Yeah, they put him on a pedestal
Yeah.
and they kind of like, go by his teachings, let's say.
That's
Yeah.
why it took place in 1976 and 1978, because usually at that time, when Jamaica was independent in 1962, two parties were really going at it in Jamaica. And these two parties were the National People Party and the political Jamaican Labor. So when these people would like to actually take control over Jamaica, they need an influencer. But in that time, they were actually influencers.
Yeah.
With all due respect to the influencers in 2024 and then whatever you're
Yeah.
doing, that's a whole different story. Don't get me
How
started.
How
But
about we listen to the
how about
song
we
and
just
then we
listen
come
to
back?
the song and we
Okay,
come back
One
and so I
Love
can shut
by
up
Bob
a little
Marley.
bit. Ali, hit us up, man.
So that was One Love by Bob Marley. And I know we're not done with Bob Marley, and we're not done with the Marley edition or family edition.
Yes.
So we have next Damian Marley.
Damian
proved himself. I'm sorry?
Welcome to Jamrock.
Welcome to Jamrock. And, 3 or 4 of Bob Marley's sons became musicians. Of course, they did not live up to, the hype that Bob Marley had, but they tried. And Damian is successful here with Welcome to Jamrock. Do you want to listen to it, or do you want to...
I would love to listen to Damian, see how he represents Jamrock, and why did he call it Jamrock? Hadi, tell us what you think, man.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
So welcome to Jamrock.
So that was Damian Marley with Welcome to Jamrock.
Yes, Damian Marley released a song in 2005, and the album was called Welcome to Jamrock.
Is it Jamaican rock, or is it jamming rock? What do you think?
That's the question, and the answer lays in the tourists. Do you have any idea what does that mean? It means that tourists that visit Jamaica, and he tells them, welcome to the Jamaican rock.
Okay.
And the reason behind this is that the message sent from Damian as one of the most loyal children of Bob Marley.
Bob Marley, of course.
And he's saying that to the tourist, specifically, when you come to Jamaica, welcome to Jamrock. And the reason behind that is that it is not all fun and games. It is not all relaxing and sunshine and palm trees and coconut. No, Jamaica is full of issues. Jamaica is a country where we have problems. We have living poverty. We have people living in the street. Quick example about what happened away from Damian. Let's talk about Bob real quick. I know Ali, our producer, has his own thing when it comes to Bob Marley's No Woman, No Cry.
Right.
But
why wasn't it in our list of songs?
Because Ali has a bigger plan. He's the mastermind behind this, and we're going to talk about No Woman, No Cry in a whole different theme. Expect that from our producer because he's doing an amazing job. But quickly, an example, when Bob Marley wrote the song, and there's a lot of talk about if and why and if he wrote the song.
Right.
He was talking to a woman in the street when she got bullied by people and they broke her milk and became on the floor and she started to cry. So that
we need to send Noor Najdi for fresh
Imagine,
milk.
Noor Najdi milk production, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to buy one. Now, moving on, he picked up the woman from the floor because Trenchtown, the core of Jamaica and the core of
the urban city, yes.
This is where it all started, right?
Right.
He picked the woman up and he told her, no woman, no cry.
So it's not like without a woman, I'm not going to cry.
No.
You know, because a lot of people translate it as,
actually,
if I don't have a woman, I'm not going to cry.
Yeah, that's a lot of men doing that. We apologize.
I mean,
I apologize on the behalf
I
of...
used to laugh at they thought that it was... can you believe if Bob Marley sent this message?
No,
it's not, right?
It is not, right?
So no woman, no cry. So
No.
don't you cry.
Yes, in the Jamaican accent.
Exactly.
Yes.
So no woman, no cry. And
no
then
cry.
he had also Get Up, Stand Up.
Get Up, Stand
Right.
Up was one of the most famous ones, and Steer It Up.
Steer It Up.
Steer It
And he was born in 1945. By the way, I'm just rolling into the artist of the day. Eddie. Okay.
Bob Marley doesn't need any introduction. He owns the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Fatmah, hit it.
And he struggled growing up in a poor neighborhood, but he resorted to music to help overcome his hardship.
That's true, because in the 60s he actually formed a band called the Wailers, and him and the Wailers started and decided to actually bring the Jamaican vibes and the community of the reggae music to the whole world without any boundaries, and no one can hold them back. They want to introduce love, peace, and prosperity. That was the reason why Bob Marley was held up very high in the present and in the past, and will be like this always, even in the future.
Right. So he was diagnosed in 1977 by cancer, as you've mentioned, and he passed away in 1981. Of course, Bob Marley's legacy continues to live on through his timeless music. I want to, reiterate his timeless music. It's because no matter what year there will always be people who listen to Bob Marley and the way he transformed reggae into what it is.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to leave you in your mind, listen to reggae music forever.
Right. And actually, this has been an amazing episode. Thank you very much for all the information and the correction that you've made for me.
No correction at all. No.
And we will see you on another episode. Unfortunately, this is all the time that we had. Thank you very much, Noor.
My pleasure. Have a good day. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.